Morning, Justin here again from Brickwright. We're a building and landscaping company based down in South Wales, serving the Cardiff, Rhondda and Taff, Barry, Caerphilly, Llantriston, those kind of areas. So if you need to contact us for anything, you can get us. You can see all these numbers on the side of the van there. But very quickly, what we're doing today, if you spin around here, right, we just got one of these rock awnings. Look, if you can get that in, up there. Well, that's the 6x3 rock awning. So we've set that up now, painstakingly, Brad, haven't we? Yep. Because we're going to be doing these steps. If you come a bit closer, please. We've tried to keep the rain off us because the weather again in Cardiff, South Wales is awful. So we've set this rock awning up to work underneath it. So if you come underneath now, look, please. And just before we get onto the steps, the porcelain steps, this rock awning is great, but we found it a bit difficult to set up, didn't we? Yeah. But it's only our first time. You've really got to push these right up, and you think you're going to break this, but we phoned the manufacturer and they just said, look, just do it. So we did it, it's up, so we'll see how it goes, isn't it? And we will review this, but we'll give it a chance first. So onto the steps. So if you have a look at this now, right, what we're doing is these are existing concrete steps. So the customers asked us to put these porcelain steps, the same as we've done on the patio over there. So we're going to put the risers on, and we're going to put the treads on. But these steps are already existing, concrete steps. They're a little bit out of plumb, they're a little bit out of level, and they're kind of here and there and everywhere, really, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So we've got to try and make our porcelain steps now look absolutely spot on. So that's a bit of a challenge for us, isn't it? Yeah. To do that. I'm sure we will. But what we did, look, I don't know if you can see, if you come to this top one here, we set out this. So we put a centre point in between the door. So we measured this, divided it by 2, put a centre point right the way down the centre of the steps, and then just worked all the cuts and everything out from the centre. So there's the centre point there. So what I did is I marked out this one, which is exactly centre, and then whatever cut was on the end was on the end, and there's about 20-30 mil out because of the people who put this in. So we've also divided it going back this way into 3. So we've got every single porcelain slab that goes on here, riser and tread, is cut, isn't it? So what we've done is we've marked these out with a pencil, and then Brad went over them with a disc cutter, so you can see exactly where all the cuts are. All the cuts are marked out for us, and that is exactly the same here. So we got half bond, these will come through, and then we've got half bonds onto from the tread to the riser. So we marked it all out. So I don't know if you want to come and spin round here for you and show them. If you can get that light on there, Brad, it's quite dark. So you can see where all the marks are. They represent a slab. So the good thing about that is we can see them. We know what the slabs are to mark them out and to cut them. And the client then came out and they can see exactly where these slabs are going to be going to give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down to say they were happy. So they can kind of see it before it's done, can they, boys? So that's what we've done. They're happy, so we're carrying on. So what we've done, we've got the ruby out here now, and the benefit of the ruby is we can cut. We've got this set up now to do a 45-degree cut, but you can change the angle by changing the angle of this. So Brad's done 2 cuts now. So if you show him this face, come have a look at this. If you look down plan view on top of that there, so we've mitered the corner on that there now. So we've mitered the corner, so you can have a look and see how precise that is for what Brad's done. So when we come to put in our step on top, that will come on top there like that and overlap, and that will look absolutely spot on, won't it? So the other way around of doing that was we were originally going to be doing that, and we were going to do that, Brad, weren't we? Yeah. And then we decided that down there, or that on the side down there, whichever way you lay it, would have looked okay, but it's not going to look as nice as that, is it? No. So we're going to mitre that, but we're not going to mitre this corner down there because it doesn't line up all the way through, and those miters would have been very, very big. So we're going to lay square slabs coming along like this to there, in line with that, and then we're going to go slabs back, and that's the same on every one, boys, isn't it? So we're going to use the Mapai to glue these. So what we did is, the first thing you had to do with this, you had to clean it. So we've power washed all this off this morning using the Karcher. So we've power washed all this off now. So all our material can stick, because it was full of moss and full of grit, wasn't it? You don't want to be sticking to moss and grit, so we've cleaned all that off, so we've got something to stick to. So we're going to use a tile adhesive on this now, on the treads and the risers, and get it all glued down, so that when we leave, it's not going to go anywhere, is it? Nope. It's not going anywhere. So I'll show you the map-eye stuff we use now, if you follow me for it. Again, it's a little bit dark in there. But I'll do my usual, come this way, Fred. So,
not dark now.
Everything is damp here now. So this is the stuff that we're using. I don't know if you can see that in there. But it's the map-eye, rapid set, flex in the grey. And then, as it says on there, sets in 2 to 3 hours. So it's for ceramics, walls, floors, suitable for underground, central, underneath, underfloor heating, suitable for plywood, overboards, internal, external, suitable for porcelain, which is what we're using, porcelain, ceramic, non-moisture, natural stone. So that kind of ticks the box. We've used it once or twice before, boys, haven't we?
It's the bee's knees. And
it's absolutely brilliant stuff, isn't it? So as long as you follow the mixing procedure, you can't lay it under 5 degrees, so we're at 5-6 degrees today, aren't we? So we're okay. So there we are, that's the map-eye. You can get that. I got it from Travis Perkins. I think you can get it in screw fix as well. I think it's around about 15, 18, 20 quid a bag. So that's that. If you come back this way now. So these wraparound steps, we're going to get this done, and then we're going to show you some more. But there's a little bit of confusion this morning. If you come back over here now, Frey, come back over there onto this man. When we were setting the gazebo up this morning, he thought it was a food store. Didn't you, Brad? He thought we were going to be doing a buffet underneath it, and he thought he was going to be having party food underneath. He was jumping around, he was going like this, ooh, party food, and then he realised that he had to do a day's work. So, are you happy?
I don't say that.
He's gutted because there's no food. Maybe we'll get something out and get a little stand up to the side of the Ruby and serve me some food for dinner or something, is it?
Bag of chips.
Bag of chips. So he's after a bag of chips now. So anyway, we've got to keep him happy, because you know what he's like with his old rumbly stomach and all that. So anyway, take care. We will show you some more of this as we progress, and hopefully it'll turn out really nice, which I'm sure it will. So any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Cheers.